What's up, Skippy?
Skippy! What's up, bud? It's been so long. I mean, obviously I've been kind of doing my own thing, been pretty busy in my personal life, but I know that you've been pretty busy in yours as well. I totally understand, Skippy. If you're taking charge of your team because one of your colleagues moved up in position, I totally understand why you'd be more busy.
Oh yeah, man.
You gotta kind of you gotta overcompensate a little bit. I feel like because you have someone who's no longer your company's likely looking for someone to fill that position.
As long as you're appreciated for taking the lead, man, that's awesome that you're doing that, dude. Especially getting that opportunity to show like how you can lead the team and stuff. Some people thrive in those situations.
I'm glad that you're glad to be back. It's hard sometimes when work just whoops your ass and you feel like you don't have any time to do anything. I'm just glad that things are finally slowing down a bit for you. Good to hear from you too, Skippy. Skippy, make sure you vote on our community poll today. We just put one up. Anyone who's in chat, go vote on that community poll.
Please. About to hit our 1,000th video after this. So, that's a pretty momentous video, and we want to play one of those games that are going to put us in our feels, man, so either one of those are good choices. Or hell, if you have some sort of crazy ride, and it's still nice to see them. So
yeah.
Even if we don't have access to it, it's still nice to see it.
How's the Elden Ring playthrough been going? It's been going pretty well. I've been slow rolling it a little bit, just because I've been a little busy, just in general with life and stuff. So
also just because it's been in the news, right?
Yeah, I mean, Elden Ring has been very topical, and I feel like I don't know. I really wanted to play Hollow Knight, so I feel like I've kind of diversified my time a little bit, so I'm not, I haven't put 100% of my time into Elden Ring.
The blessed thing about us doing these conquest type things is like there's no contract above our heads. Nobody's like sitting here like, okay, Vid-Bits, your guys said this is this and that. So like, luckily all the people that really are invested in us doing these things are so chill about it. We'll have this year.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just glad that I feel like I'm fully back. I just needed a mental break a little bit between my vacation and then visiting family once I got home. You got reinforcements coming, Skippy, to finally help you with your job. That's good. Good to hear.
Yeah, I tried to get a part-time job, Yeah, I worked a couple days last week, and it's just, I'm telling you, I meant to do this full-time, and I gotta find the perfect fit for the part-time job right now until that kicks in. Because I'm doing this full-time, it's just, the money's not matching up yet. That's good. Mental break is important, man. Touch ground. Touch, like, the last time I was super burnout, somebody told me, when's the last time you were, like, in some nature? I'm like, oh shit. Good call.
That's what I did today. I went and sat by the water, a little bit of...
That's why I got drenched today. I think it was just a good way to, like, catch it all up. Like, hey, have a little bit of natural, you can't get in the pool? Have a tsunami. I rode my bike in about, it was pretty, what would you categorize that as? A pretty severe thunderstorm?
Yeah, I would say that was a pretty damn big thunderstorm.
I had a 15-minute ride in a severe thunderstorm today. It was refreshing, a little scary, but I'll tell you what though, all of your stresses and worries will wash off of your body with everything else as you're getting pounded by that rain and you're hoping to God that you don't get struck by lightning.
Or like wipe out on your bike or something.
I'm really that's what I'm thinking about more than anything is the bump I might have to take and the wheels touching. I'm pretty okay with that. It was more like then I got to harmonize with the please don't strike me with lightning. Because I mean there was some pretty close, I mean not strikes but just detention. I told you that last time.
The thunder was pretty damn loud.
Last time I was riding before any rain had come, it was insane to feel the static electricity, so I'm glad I didn't feel any of that. It was just like crack a boom and flash and flash. Yeah, the part-time job, that didn't, we split ways today. I told them that I could not, there were some things that they wanted to do as far as like conceding my time, and I said, you know, first and foremost, I told them that my full-time job was the YouTube, but they were, let's just say we have ethical differences. There we go. And when it comes to food safety, I don't compromise. And I was pretty much already being asked to compromise my integrity. That's all I'll say. I doubt that anybody's subscribed to the podcast, or to the podcast, to the channel that's actually listening to me say anything about it, but if you are listening, Sean, you're still awesome. It's gonna be bullshit if I can't go in there and eat some food. Not that I probably really would eat the, never mind, yeah, we'll leave it at that.
You probably wouldn't.
No, I mean, like, yeah, obviously, I don't want to clock it. Yes, I'm trying to learn what that is right now, Skippy. I think that the big thing in life is learning what that is. And I think that, you know, sometimes it's not about, it is about always doing the best of what you're doing, but sometimes it's realize what you're doing. I think that that's another thing. I've also, I don't know, I've got to get myself more attuned to making sure that I know what I'm doing. The exposure I feel like it's got gained is as far as the Pac-Man community goes, we talked to several people in the top 20 in the world, and ranked. That's something that's cool. We got, you know, open line of communication with Amber Play with Fire now that made the game. And they were the ones that fixed our score on Father's Day. After nuking it for the third time again on Father's Day, which was another thing, but so that's cool. Got a little bit further outside the area, and I went to a specific place to get some supplies and stuff, and made some really good connections. But like, it's to the point where it's like, I don't know, starting to make some really good connections, but also trying to not neglect any of some of the connections I'm starting to establish in my own city. There's some people that are doing some really great things that I haven't had enough time to touch base with them enough to keep them motivated, but even if they're just in the idea form, I'm talking to some people that, and I don't want to like, you know, really go into detail what they're talking about, what they're doing, but one of them likes to create, and like he's very creative. He's got some really good ideas, and I'm just like thinking how much more, I really want to go back and talk to him some more about some of these ideas, just because it's just like, I was like a former dungeon master. It's really cool when you can find some of that super dialed into creative endeavors and trying to find ways to help bring that out, because like, I guess you're kind of like, you do have to pull somebody's personality outside of them, so sometimes when you're a DM, mainly because like, you know, you'll get an eclectic group, you'll get the person that's used to playing, and you'll get the person that has heard about it and has always wanted to play, and you'll get the person that doesn't know if they want to be there, and then you get the person that doesn't want to be there at all, and you have to kind of like make them all have fun. So like, he's that person where, you know, in public he's been really shy to come outside of his shell, but I know that he's got a lot to offer the world, so, you know, that exposure to the fact that when I can see a person like that now, and
our eyes light up when we meet each other, whereas before we were kind of NPCs in each other's world. If you're mean exposure like that, it's good. As far as the sponsorship goes, we've had to dial back the goal from 5,000 wins to 4,444 wins, and then things were just between publicly and privately. There was too many things that were going on that made it so I had to dial it down to get to 4,000 wins. But they still know. As far as Braze told me, we've applied several times for the sponsorship, and we're still waiting for something back. But we're not gonna stop doing what we're doing for that. We've been dialed into the Nintendo World Championships 2024 shit. So that's pretty much what's going on. And we're gonna do Pac-Man until July 4th. As hard as we've been going at it, even harder this week, trying to get this many wins before 4th of July or on 4th of July, and then after that we're going to play once a day, and we're going to be focusing on NWC 2024 and playing other games. G42. Doing our best can even be 1% effort because that's all our body can handle. Happened to me last week. Had a meeting with my manager as a result, but then realized even if I fail, I'm still me, and I'm happy with who I am and who I am to get out of it. That is awesome, Skippy. I completely agree. In that case, good luck with the sponsorship. I appreciate that. But you remember, Skip, the World Championship, that was for us. That was for the Vid-Bits. That's for the Vid-Bits Fun Club, the Vid-Bits Arcade. That was for everybody, man. Like, I said I was going to do it, pointed to the fences, and did it, man. Like, look where we're at, though. Look at the board. Right here we are. Like, we are, now Mint has laid down. He's played, he's played a game. He played a game. That's interesting, he played a game. I think he came in and just wanted to see what the lay of the land was, and now he realized two people leapfrogged him, and now he's not the person that was my rival. My rivals are now Dark Shadow and Try Again, which Try Again is on my friends list. But like the landscape has changed. But yeah, we're about 72 hours ahead of the next person that wants to try to take the championship from us, the World Championship. We are 3 days ahead. So now we can just bust our ass this week and get the 4,000 wins on 4th of July. Continue to be the #1 ranked player in the world, and then start to MC the show. I gotta get that theme down. I got somebody that works as a sports writer, and I'm trying to get him to help me hone that into a talk show, so I can like use it to push our other projects, but then also use it to push the Pac-Man field as the MC type thing. So if you have any suggestions for that, how we can form that, or like different bits to do with that, I want to think like Sports Center. But like maybe also mixed with like Raw talk, like a Raw, like wrestling, the WWE wrestling talk show, talking smack maybe. Like I want something like that, and I think that it's gonna be awesome to be able to MC that. And then we're gonna be working on Nintendo World Championships, trying to get some of those locked down, because every week it's gonna be 7 days that everybody's gonna be competing to get their scores in there, and it's a week each competition, so like they'll be running a couple games each week, and then after that week that board will be locked in place forever, man. So like the first week I'm nervous. It's gonna be like, I know it's gonna be like Mario or Mario 3 or some shit like that, and that's why you see me busting my ass. I'm just putting in the time so that I can get us in there. I don't care if it's in the top 100. The fact that if it's out of everybody could possibly play and we can get in the top 100 on there, like that's reasonable goals to me. I'm going to be busting my ass to get us up there so we'll be immortalized and put more plaques in the wall. It's all about the Vid-Bits Arcade having as many plaques as possible for us, so that our esports league is just launched off, so that anybody that's doing any type of play in any type of field, we can get them some sort of love or recognition just based on having like their name associated with our name because they're our member. I just want everybody to get there to be a new database and a new wave of everybody being able to get recognition from being the armchair quarterbacks that we are in some of these games, and just being able to enjoy that, but also get the recognition instead of just being like some random name on a board. It's awesome that I have the potential to do that, and I'm very thankful for that, especially after 3 weeks of having our freaking score yeeted off the board and getting kill screen 3 times total. Like, it was just so, that's when I talk about the goal getting pared down and then still not getting sponsorship. When we applied for sponsorship, Skippy, we were 4 days before we got the United States Eastern Championship, let alone the United States Championship or the Global Championship, and then we got yeeted off the board, and it's just like,
to me, it's just like, how much does Bandai Namco Entertainment Incorporated care when they're renting out spaces, they're renting out bars and areas to promote Elden Ring by bringing in these giant sculptures, and they're spending all this money, but they're not giving any type of love to the Chomp champ of the world right here, trying to keep it locked down for the United States in general for fucking through 4th of July, and here we are busting our ass. It's just like, how the hell can't they just, where's the love, man? Where's our belt? Where's our handshake? Where's our plaque? Where's our match against Billy? Where's Billy? I mean, bring it on. I'm just gonna start getting savory. We got 6 days left, and I'm gonna be able to get. Let's look at how many wins I'm gonna get over some of these other people who are on the board. And then I gotta mention that the last time I talked to a hater, they were just like, yeah, well, it still doesn't matter because everybody just wants there to be Pac-Man 99 back. And I'm like, just whatever. Just whatever. Okay, so when I get these 700 wins, let's look and see here. When I get these 700 wins in a week, it's gonna put me in the top. It would have put me in the top 10 again over everybody else that's competing. You see what I'm saying? Like, and they're gonna be quality wins, and it's just because of the love of Pac-Man. And again, if these guys don't realize, I've never repped anything other than regular Pac-Man in these games. Just trying to bring our style, our flavor, attention to it. And yep, everybody else that's competing in the global leaderboards, they are a long way away from us. They have a long way to go. In the United States itself, it was the point where we were like way ahead because we only had Kofi to deal with. But then once Try Again and Dark Shadow showed up, it got nuts. I want it to happen. I got so many people saying it's not going to happen. They're like, it's never going to happen. Well, the game still is only a couple months old. Like, it's not even like... My main thing is, there's got to be... Like, right now, there's a free weekend on Xbox right now. Like, it's on Game Pass right now for today and tomorrow, but that's not all the platforms. So, just also shows, like, people have to know about that stuff. If they would just give me the sponsorship so I could get the dollars and be able to eat a little bit better and then be able to get shit like, you know, customizable frames and stuff and thumbnails and stuff so I can get some more interesting appeal there, and then also be able to go around public the way that I'm doing and give review codes, I can get a city fervorous about this because of my personality. I'm a very infectious person, so I've given them every opportunity to, you know, say yes or no, and right now it's a neither. We haven't got a yes or no. They gotta know who we are. We're approaching 400 hours of public content on this on YouTube. Think about that, Skip. We're gonna have given them over 420 hours of content on YouTube promoting their game for free. I've streamed every day. Every day. I had put a Pac-Man, and this was insurmountable today. I have no money. My bank account is negative $250. I sold a game that we weren't going to get to it forever anyways, and I heard was a shitter. I sold a game and then got my PlayStation Plus turned back on so that I could be able to get my score for the day, or it would have broke my fucking streak for the first time. The only reason why I wasn't stressed about it was because I'm still the global champ, and I would have had 3 days to figure it out, where they would have had to play 3 24-hour days in a row to be able to catch up with me. And believe me, you know that I had that crazy streak where I had the 33-hour gap, the great gap that I used to close Pig's time out the first time. I had to play 33 hours in the course of 48 hours, and I found a way to make it happen. So I'm not saying that I would not, you know, I would definitely not advise somebody going a 3-day bender, but, you know, if they did it right, I could have some serious contention here because I'm only playing the way I'm playing now because I'm trying to hit my own personal goals. But they know I'm going to chill out. I've already told everybody I'm going to chill out. I'm going to play a pack snack a day and do my MC thing, give everybody the love in all the brackets, and try to get some more infectious love about it. But other than that, I'm going to be playing NWC 2024. I'm going to be making sure my times are the best they can that they can be for those segments. I got some other ideas. I did a new thing called channel surfing today, which, you know, you can check it out if you want. The audio's a little bit off, but I channel surf Mario 1 through 3, beat them all without seeing a game over screen. You can watch it in an hour. It doesn't mean it's a new concept, it's a brand new thing. It's a new concept for us, but it doesn't mean it's a brand new thing. I'm sure other people have done something similar, but I think it's pretty cool to be able to have the talent to do that.
my main thing is I know people from NWC's past are going to be competing in this one, so I'm just super fired up about it. So I guess that may be another reason why vicariously the Pac-Man thing isn't happening, so I wouldn't be able to put the focus on the NWC, and I don't know. Everything happens for a reason. I couldn't say that we're any more eligible. Yeah, I'm going to definitely do another channel surf as soon as Bray can help me calibrate the audio, but like what we have on the rest of the agenda today is I'm going to hit this, I'm going to marry my score up to an even number, and then I have a small obligation, and then me and Bray are going to be back with whatever the result of the community poll is, and then we'll see from there. But yeah, there's already a channel surf up. I just did it today. Pretty one-sided because the bigger bodies. Yeah. If you think about it, all games became famous thanks to one or two fanatics that literally mastered the whole game. Tetris, Crash Bandicoot, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Street Fighter, all it takes is one person. Yeah, I agree. And the thing is, I'm pretty good. So like when I'm facing these other people that are in the top 20, top 30, it's pretty even. So like all it takes is for 20. I'm hoping like 16 of us, 32 of us, get good enough together where they'll be like, okay, we can finally get you guys together and sponsor you guys being in the same deal and get it going, and then maybe get 64, and then they can find a way where that's just what, you know, they can just get us seated in one game and we can just go against each other where the whole thing will be packs like that are not bots, and I can envision it, so I know it can happen. But there's just so much toxicity that is trying to prevent it from happening. I'm sorry if I didn't say hi, Jack. I'm sorry about that. Jack, it's good to see you. I'm glad to see you. So happy that you're here. Skippy and Jack, it's really great that you guys see two members in here. But yeah, guys, it's pretty insane goals now. I have look over 600 games to hit in the next it's almost 5 days. It's gonna be crazy. I'm sorry if it's a little laggy. I probably should have reset my damn internet after being out. Appreciate that. I turned off some extra stuff. Yeah, we'll probably be wrapping up around just about midnight, and then like I said, I got some obligation, and then Bray might do some. No, we'll be doing the 1,000th stream. Yeah. After midnight. So yeah, if you're on here, just go on the community poll if you don't mind to vote on that. If you want to see us do is the 1,000th. Definitely appreciate everybody that's hanging out though. It was looking a little grim that I was going to break the streak, man. Since this game came out, not the hard launch at the first, but the 8th, I think that we got on the 9th. I've been on every day, and today was going to be the first day. It should be, and you got to go on the page, and then you go in the community tab, and then it should be on there, I believe. I think it all depends on what you're looking for. Okay, cool. That's fine. Cool. I just like Pac-Man. It's hard to get through all the dots. We just need to survive. So we get the power pellet. That's a terrible analogy. No, it's not. It isn't. Dude, if you knew how many I was like super manic the first, like on the way to get the belt, like, and there was times that I was super into, I mean, it is definitely an analogy for life, man. Like, there's so many times I should go left and I go right and I still get to where I'm supposed to go. There's times that I barely squeak by. Like, and I've had days like this, like, my whole life, but, like, more so recently, and, like, the decisions I've had to make to be a professional, you know, streamer and gamer and be accepted around with the people that I've been around, because it's like, me and Bray talked about it passively, and he just has, like, a advantage of being younger, so, like, people look at it more as, like, oh, that's an acceptable thing for you to do, versus me being older, and they're like, that's a dumber idea.
What's up, Jack? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well.
But I mean, they also aren't in the position that we're in to be appealing to a $1 million company that makes games that we like, you know, to potentially get assisted to be able to live our dreams more too, so those people can just eat it if they want to get mad about it. I've just been trying to be patient with all the people that don't seem to understand what's going on, but then I've now been told by everything in my life to just chill out, trust the process more, and just keep my mouth shut more. So there's been a lot more streams where I've been talking a lot more, and it's just like, then people are like, why aren't you talking? And then luckily I had some mic issues while Braden was on vacation. It was still because I wasn't able to gather my thoughts correctly, and I was just still being very bitter about my score not being validated. I mean, put yourself in my position. You work really hard, everybody thinks that you're crazy, and then you do all these crazy mental gymnastics, and you can see, and you can go watch the Road to #1 self-plug and see all the crazy shit I did to get to the championship. And then everything else around my life, in a lot of situations, were falling apart. My professional job and everything else that wasn't this job, and a lot of my relationships were not really understanding what was going on. And then my score get yeeted off the leaderboard through a technical glitch, and then I start to work my ass off again, and then it get yeeted off again, like, but then, like, reinstated to the point where my rival gets his full instated, but since I got kill screened twice, only my second one got reinstated, so he still thought he was the shit, and I bust my ass to catch up to him over 70,000 points or whatever, and then it get killed again, and it was so maddening. Definitely don't apologize, Skippy, because your energy is it's circular, right? And it's within you, and you needed it to be the best leader that you needed to be in that time with your friends and your coworkers. And I'm glad. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall to watch you do what I'm doing with Pac-Man with your field, and just make the decisions that you know, that needed to be made, and have all the aces in their places and run that team and be able to be, you know, the shit. And I know that you did it, man. And I'm happy that you were able to put that energy there. Really, I really am. Trust me. I'm glad that you're here now, because I needed a good stream and a morale boost and everything else. And again, I think there's a lot of people wasn't trying to pity anybody and say, hey, I didn't have what's good. I've never, you guys give us, when you guys give us donos, like, I still haven't touched any of that. Bray still hasn't touched any of that. Like, it's still, can't even be accessed until July 21st, number one. And number two, it's all going towards the Switch 2 pool and everything else when it does get pulled out, because, you know, we've set it as a goal. So, like, I don't want to be a liar. And number two, like, everything else will come when it needs to come. So, like, it's just, it is what it is. Like, I sold a game and we didn't need to have it. And it is what it is, man. Like, it's never a pity party or anything else. I have all of my needs. I have heat. I have warmth. I have hot and cold water. I have refrigerated food. You know, it may never always be the best everything that you want, but I have all the things I need. I have foot coverings, I have clothing, I have a wonderful pet, I have an amazing son. I'm living in a situation where I get to watch my elders in their golden years and try to take care of them. All these things are burdensome at any given time, but and then every other time in my life, they're exactly what I need to keep me humble and appreciative for when I finally do get whatever I think I deserve. I appreciate it more. But yeah, please don't apologize. You're awesome. And I'm glad you're here now. I'm glad you're here. Glad Jack's here. Glad everybody else is here. Whoever else is here. People that were here earlier are still here. That's understandable. Make sure that you put your mind in your studies first and foremost, Jack. I appreciate that, you know. Were you the one that was asking about the Minecraft server stuff? If you were, we're trying to get that figured back out so that we can at least give you a little bit of time so that you can spend some time on there too. Hello.
Yeah, the Minecraft server should be back and running within today or tomorrow. So, thank you for the patience, Jack.
Hey, you tops.
Welcome to stream.
Just running the Pac-Man game, you know, from the high top of the Chomp Mountain. Got the Pac-Maniac Championship. That would be the local United States Eastern Championship. And that would make us also the United States champion in general, but we also have the global championship by a tremendous margin. Appreciate you, U-Tops. Yeah, it's me and my son. I'm Brian. I'm the one that plays the Pac-Man. Braden plays Elden Ring, Dark Souls. He's also we both speedrun DuckTales. We do a lot of stuff together, zombies content, Borderlands, Bioshock, stuff like that. But yeah, we definitely have a lot of together. We definitely do stuff together because I couldn't do this on my own, and we both enjoy video games. So it's such a great difference of opinion to get him being 18 and me being in my early 40s, and he was raised on classic video games, so he's really good at a lot of stuff. Yeah, Destiny. Yeah, we're definitely got to finish some Destiny too, because luckily I haven't been spoiled too much. I mean, a little bit because of the commercial, but yeah, and I'm expecting some people to look at my goal to hit the 600 and
you know, hit 4,000 wins now in about a little bit over 5 days, and like they're not going to be shitty wins. Like I'm done with that. Like, you know, if I may get some sessions too where I might get some people up against me and stuff, and it may be a little bit more difficult, but like, yeah, I produced a couple. You can look at some of the streams where I produced some lower quality wins, and they're shit. It's just, you know that the problem is that the game's populated in bots and stuff like that, but when I get through the 4th of July goal, I'll start going in streams and server hopping and stuff, and we'll find people, and we'll have some competitive games, and we'll do the best that we can. And, you know, if the company wants their game to grow, they'll give me the ability to give out review codes and stuff like that, and we'll get stuff going. But, you know, there's so much vitriol and so much hate towards this game because it's not Pac-Man 99, and I don't have any control over that. You know, I don't. All I know is Nintendo sacrificed not having Nintendo or Pac-Man 99 on there so that this game can be available on all platforms, including Nintendo's platform. So I just have a hard time thinking that Pac-Man having more exposure is a bad thing, but yet here there are people that are just clamoring for something to come back. Which there are people that played this on Stadia that were just clamoring for this to come back, and now I don't really get it. I don't get why we should be hating Pac-Man. Thank you. I appreciate that. We would love to be considered, you know, up in the category of somebody like a Jimmy, but, you know, not everybody can be that, but that's awesome to hear. Appreciate you Tops. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, that guy, Jimmy, Mr. Beast, that guy is addicted to the grind, man. Nobody can hate that. I mean, that's where we're at. We're addicted to the grind. We just put so much content out, and then people are like, you know, and this is not a knock to anybody that said that we should, you know, if we should slow down. Like, the only thing I was thinking about slowing down, obviously, was the Pac-Man before I did to keep my sanity, because I wasn't getting any. It was a big sponsorship ploy at one point, man. Like, I was playing the game, and I'm still playing the game, and I'm playing it like at a professional pace, but it's just like to not get a response, yes or no, and it's just like, you know, at least that no would make me feel comfortable as long as they didn't tell me I had to stop, and at least I know that they didn't care. Then that'd be like, now you just squash the hopes and the dreams of anybody that's ever thought, if I was the best in the world at a specific version of a game and there was a way to have that as a competitive way, then wouldn't there be a sponsorship like any other like player of a game in like a competitive situation, like on a player in a team? Like, where's my jersey? Where's my water bottle? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that, but like, I'm busting my ass like that, you know, and like dreaming big like I would if I was a kid, and like it's just not coming, man. Like it's just not coming, and it's fine. I'm totally fine, because at the end of the day, I love Pac-Man. Look at what I'm representing. I'm representing Pac-Man. He doesn't have a costume on. He's not, you know, he doesn't have any of the. You can doll him up and all these different things, and that's no offense to all these different things. I bought them all. It cost me 93,500, you know, Pac coins. Now I'm sitting on 620,362 Pac coins. But my main claim to fame is I'm ruling the United States Eastern Division, thus the United States in general, and the entirety of this game. And me and Bray are just like, Bandai Namco Entertainment Incorporated, where's our response? That's what I want. Guess what? I wanted a sponsorship. Now I just want a response. A responsorship, if you will. That way we know, because we're pushing hard to go into Nintendo World Championships, so you can see that we're very vetted and very capable. And not just me doing what I'm doing. Bray hasn't even, like, you know, Bray's going to be thrown down at least on some. I know he's good at Ice Climber, and I know that he'll be competitive when he wants to put his time down. I bet you he'll probably be doing the Kirby Adventure too, so, like. Throwing it down. Hey Matthew, what up? Chiefs in chat.
Man, we got Jack, we got Matthew, Skippy, like three members all in chat. That's just sick. That is sick. I am so happy to see you guys. Chiefs in chat, Smokey's in chat. Yeah, I no longer work for this place I was going to be working for as of today. I rode home in a super crazy thunderstorm for 15 minutes. That was my reward, and I sold a game in order to get my PlayStation Plus turned back on so that I'd be able to defend the streak of playing this game every day since I got access to it on the 9th of May and retaining the championship, and my integrity of trying to hit my goal of 4,000 wins by 4th of July. And my reward for it is to have like the Fun Club, some of the best members of our team here in chat to support me as I push for, you know, to get another round number as I, you know, will then be tackling 600 wins in 5 days. And I know that, you know, with my team behind me, that's not impossible. You guys are awesome. And I'll be able to live with whether or not Bandai Namco Entertainment Incorporated responds to us or not. I'll be able to live with it. Because I got the best support team ever. Like, you're supposed to do stuff for the love of the game, and the only reason why we even applied for sponsorship is because it made sense with Braden playing Dark Souls and Elden Ring, and me playing Pac-Man, and there's so many other RPGs and properties that they own that I love. I thought it made sense then to apply because they're all about the family and the American dream and all this other stuff, and it's just like, okay. I don't know if the whole thing is like they're trying to get enough footage for the expose when they show up with the car and the keys and all this other shit to my house. I'm just gonna hand the keys of the car to Bray. Somebody even said that in the stream today, like, I hope you enjoy your new car. I was like, do you know something I don't know? Because if it's the case, like I said, I'm just gonna hand the keys of the car to Bray. Like, I hope you learn to drive soon. Somebody might know something I don't know. They're like, show up with a... I mean, he's gonna have to let me drive it too if it's like a bug that's shaped like Pac-Man. But shit. But yeah, if not, I'm not doing it for that. It just made sense to apply for that too because we need money. I sold a third of the video game collection to set up a second streaming setup, which has been great. It's been just very liberating. Bray's side of the lab is just amazing. My side of the lab's like, it's getting to the point where I feel really confident in like how to start to execute stuff, and it's not like, you know, not familiar with it because I was able to liquidate, you know, vanity items on the wall and turn it into something that's, you know, guys, and this is just anybody else that's listening, if you're trying to be a YouTuber or a gamer YouTuber and you think that you need to have all this great shit for your vanity wall, just go over to your buddy's house and compile the best one you can and take a picture of it and use it via green screen and just be done with it, because, you know, keeping all those artifacts and then not being able to use the money to be able to use it to get your lab up to where you need to be or your streaming setup or whatever, if you don't have the resources for that, that's where it should be going towards, because who gives a crap about that at the end of the day? Like, after you've gotten there and you want to recreate that and you want to have that stuff, then that's cool, especially if you want to play it, but like, if you're just using that because you think you have to have that for clout, it's just...
Stop clout chase.
Right. Ray, are you still playing Dark Souls? Asks Jack Gaming.
No, Jack. I'm currently working on Elden Ring. The next Dark Souls game I would play would be 1, just because I'd like to finish that. I'm like, the last playthrough I had of Dark Souls 1 was like 85% of the way done.
Would you guys be into watching me and Bray intermittently play Dark Souls Remastered?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like, would you know that we're playing it together? Like, would you guys be down with something like that? Because I would be down with trying to do something like that.
And it would be good because I could help you through the stuff that is really annoying.
But then we'd be like having to like agree on a build, and then Chad could help us agree on a build and all that.
We would literally, okay, if we're playing Dark Souls 1, we're just playing the Knight class. It's pretty much sticking with leveling up the basic sword all the whole way.
That sounds fun.
I think that's what everyone's first Dark Souls 1 thing.
Well, then maybe we need to think about trying to do that. Sounds
Maybe
fun.
picking up a sword here or there, like to give you a good bump.
Jack says yes. Well, it looks like that's what we'll do then. So Dark Souls Remastered on the Switch, or is Remastered on something
Not
else?
playing it on the Switch.
Is Dark Souls Remastered on something else?
It's on every platform.
Okay.
It's on. I would.
Because we're not playing on Switch.
I would prefer that we don't play it on PlayStation either. Just because I prefer the controller of the Xbox controller or Steam.
Yeah, we love to play games together too, man. It's just been like this whole thing with him. You know, we didn't expect for when him to get back from vacation. Number one, we didn't expect for him to not have the setup appropriated for him to play Elden Ring on a vacation, which is nobody's fault. And then like to have the DLC thing have such an imbalance where if he would have been ready to play that with everything else, it would have been so bad. Like, even though I don't think Bray's the type of cat where he would have been like, no, I'm not going to use the thing that the game's introducing me to use. Like, versus like there seems to be a big community, you know, mistrust as to whether or not your playthrough's validated, whether or not you use this thing or not. Which is just, I don't still get all that. So like that and this whole thing with the Pac-Man thing, like it's just been, it made things get really confusing. And then like he had this vacation stuff that he has to do, and then like, you know, he's young, so his significant other was graduating, and like there's just been a lot of life going on too. So luckily he's just been okay with me just, you know, just producing at the rate that I've been producing. But man, we're happy to get it back in the flow where we're playing it, you know, definitely something every day together on the channel, like back to the point where it's something from him, something from me, and then something together every day, except for maybe one day where we'll both be on autopilot, where there'll be like a break day. But yeah, I'm hoping it gets back to there soon, and I think it will, because like I said, the Pac-Man stuff's lifespan was July 4th for the crazy sessions. It'll be a couple pack snacks a day, and that'll be on the POPSPLAYS channel too. Make sure that you guys know that. There may be something Pac-Man related thing a day that's something small on the main channel if it's like the update show, which I'm trying to curate. So I'm still trying to figure out the foothold of all of that. What makes the most sense, but because right now, if I was like doing this on POPSPLAYS, I have 8 viewers on that, so nobody'd see it. Like, I have 7 people watching right now, and I guarantee you not everybody here is subscribed to POPSPLAYS. So if I put like, even if I put like a hey, something up here, throw something up there, like chief emoji. Like, yeah. Like, you have to click on the POPSPLAYS thing and then subscribe to that channel. That's the channel that all the Pac-Man stuff's going to be going on. Except for one small set show a day will be on Vid-Bits. It'll be like, that show's going to be like, it'll probably be like a half an hour, an hour, whenever me and Bray decide how that format's going to go. And that's going to mainly be to show the scoreboard of Chomp Champs, and then also plug POPSPLAYS, plug what we're doing extra. It'll be like the... I don't want to say it's going to be I'm not using Pac-Man as a commercial, but since they're not going to sponsor me, I'm going to use my position as the #1 player in the world to plug all of our shit. Like, that's literally what's going to happen, but I'm also going to be making sure to, as an E-League, to be like showing everybody else's progress of the leaderboards of this game, and you know, and then that whole format really is going to be blending to NWC 2024, and then also whatever projects me and him do together. Like, we're really good speedrunners. Everything's going to be live streams. Yes, everything's live streams. Like, the thing is, we haven't been able to, because of the Pac-Man inconsistency and the Conquest concept that came out and all that, we've not been able to lock down a consistent schedule. I will have, for you guys, a schedule where it will come up, and it'll be just like the old TV guide bullshit, where you can look and say, this is what's going to come on this specific time, and then, you know, lock it down. But we haven't been able to do that yet because of the variance of the Elden Ring and how long that was going to take, DLC, how long it's going to take, because I don't want to put, you know, I don't want to put time constraints on that, how long that should be, that kind of stuff. Also, the Pac-Man stuff, luckily I was able to wrangle in when there was an end game for that, because this game doesn't have an end until I got kill screen 3 times, but it doesn't have an end. But being like a week ahead of everybody is a pretty good spot to be, where I know I can only have to play an hour and a half a day. And then it'll take a long time for somebody to catch up, and then when they catch up, it'll be good TV. If not, I'll just stay, you know, on top. And if it shuts down in a couple years, God forbid, then I stayed on top the entire time, pretty much. And I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that in the history books. But Nintendo World Championships 2024, guys. We are not Nintendo YouTubers. We're not paid by them. You can see how we've had 1,000 videos coming up. Today will be the 1,000th video. I'm facing somebody real over there. North Ceiling is a watermelon? North Ceiling got to watermelon. That's insane. What an abnormal game. Yeah, they're gonna wig out now. Alright. 14 more games in this stream, guys. 14 more games, and then we'll call it. And it'll be, then I will have to get 600 wins in 5 days. And I know I can do it. It's 120 wins a day. With Mario 64, 120 stars a day. It'll be an interesting 5 days. And then on the 5th day, it'll be 4th of July. We'll have 4,000 wins. And, you know, you can already see how far ahead we are of our next highest rival. Where's the outlier still here? I'll have to get a hold of him about him. There he is. Game Ninja. Calling you out again. What's up with that bullshit? You shouldn't have 26,000 rating. Not at 125 wins. What's up with that? Pac King in the North wants to know what the flub's up with that. Yeah, but if you're in here, check out the community poll. Please vote. If you want us to play Castle Crashers or Battle Block Theater, we're gonna do a stream of that as the 1,000th. It'll be the 1,000th stream, or not the 1,000th stream, the 1,000th video on our channel in just about 26 months, going on our 27th month next month. And we're encroaching just across the 2,800 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. 2,800 subs. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys so much. Very thankful for every single person that tunes into the stuff that we do, especially that are more into tune what we're doing now. Not just from some of the tech videos and some of the other stuff, but appreciate that. But yeah, that's crazy. We have 1 in an 8 million, 1.125 million views across all of our content in the first 26 months of being active, going on 27 months, and we're very thankful for that too, guys. So thank you so much. No, do not know Game Ninja, but know that Game Ninja has 125 and 4 record, but somehow they have 26,000 rating, which is not possible. Not possible. 125 rating can get you, or wins can get you, if you won first place every single one, about 9,000 rating. So that's an outlier. We like to call that the outlier. Me and Space and a couple other people have been looking at them. So they haven't made any movement. So that's the only reason why it's not been like a thing. But they definitely just stinking that up there. You can't report anybody for cheating unless you're friends with them. So since they're not on our friends list, we can't report them to be looked at. But since we do have our inside line, we could say something about it. But again, they're not playing anymore, so we're not saying anything about it. We don't have time for that shit. But if they were definitely trying to make a run for something, I would definitely say something about it. It's a little shitty though. Like I said, 125, they'd have to get about 85, between 85 and 9,000 rating if they won every single game in first place. I already did the math. But they're just thinking of the top 20 spot, and I probably, when I do start emceeing that, I won't even call their name. I'll just like call it the outlier or some bullshit, because again, there's no way. You look at everybody else that's putting their time in and how far they've gotten based on it. Yeah, so the same amount of rating a mouse, which I face, and they're a good player, it's almost 3 times the wins is what it takes to generate that. So yeah, bullshit. And there they are, just right there. I played against David Dow too, so played against a mouse, David Dow, Kelly, Sears Days, Nello, Shanimal, Wubsy, Stammy. Try again. I played against all these people, and none of them are shitty. Hey, it's Boy Feeds Boy Feeds Goldberg, corned a long way. I wonder who that is, Manny. Waves in chat, baby. Woo. Waves and corns. That is what's up, brother. That is awesome. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. What an epic stream for me. I'm so thankful to see all the guys, man. That's crazy. Matthew, Jack, and again, Manny, you didn't hear it, man, but I walked away from the job that was going to be the temp job on the weekends because I just did not have the ability to stomach how they were keeping the place clean. So,
in other words, everybody make sure you go and vote on the community poll. Here soon we're going to be doing the 1000th video or 1000th upload to the channel, so with that, just be sure to vote on whichever game you want us to play, or if you have some, like Dad said, if you have some suggestions, it would have to get a lot of likes in the comments, but yeah, we're doing the 1000th upload here tonight, so that's exciting.
It is very exciting.
How you doing, Manny?
But yeah, after all that craziness, I rode home in a thunderstorm, and then I get to have like the stream with everybody in it. Like, that's just awesome. So very happy to get all the homeboys in here. Goldberg, the long way. Yeah, this interview just said he just openly told Brett he needed to stop being a prick about it. Just get over it. How do you get over somebody ruining your life? I mean, it's up to you to figure out how to unruin it, I guess, but... Yes, staying wavy. Yeah, Castle Crashers is fun, man. We are trying to get We're gonna look it up and see if it already probably exists, like a speedrun, a duo speedrun, or if it doesn't, we're gonna just try to get a better time than we got last time as a duo speedrun, just to go through it and just wreck it. Like last time we had a couple achievements that we were going through and some stuff that made it so we went a little bit slower, so I'm pretty sure we can at least beat the time that we set last time. Battle Block Theater is a good choice though, just for comic relief, because it's just funny. I mean, it's funny. It's also, but it's very chaotic, and it's just, I don't know, for like, it's definitely got its place, but we'll see what you guys want. Oh, the 1000th video will be after this. Like, I got an obligation. I gotta go hang out with my grandmother and spend a little bit of time. We are watching Hogan's Heroes, and she looks forward to that. We just finished watching every episode of Bewitched over the last couple months, the original Bewitched from the 50s, and we are now on to Hogan's Heroes per her request. She is an 83-year-old woman, or soon to be 83-year-old woman that was born in Germany, escaped Hitler in her teens with her family. I'm only third generation American, second generation American, I'm sorry, my son is third generation American. My mother was born here, and then I was, you know, and here we are now. But yeah, she thinks it's funny, because I think it's funny that she thinks some of the characters that are the most funny are the ones that are doing German accents that aren't German. But I digress. So yeah, I'm running this until I get 3,400 even wins, so I'll close that out. It'll be right before midnight, and then I'll be probably with her for like an hour and 20 minutes. So it'll be a later stream if you guys are watching it, but that'll be probably, I'd say it's safe to say 1:30 a.m. EST is when it'll start to 1:45 a.m. EST. Yeah, we have some videos in the hopper that are uploading.
Yeah, so the video after this stream will be the 1000th upload. Or the stream after this, rather.
Yeah. Plus, unfortunately, we had some stuff, like, we have it in count, but we had some stuff that came up that went down, like a counter that did not, I mean, stupid crap, but yeah, it's for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, but if you're just now joining us, me and Dad are going to be celebrating our 1000th upload by playing either Castle Crashers or Battle Block Theater, so be sure to go to the community tab and vote on that.
I think it's funny, the Bill Goldberg thing though, like that he had that. It's not funny that it happened to him, but like, you know, he had a bunch of deadhead moments in wrestling. There was a time where he's facing Bryan Clark and it was Adams and Clark, and they were known as a team called Chronic. And he goes to take the post in the corner, and he just hits the post head first and knocks himself out, just like laying in the ring. Like, one of the dudes goes to pick him up, and the other dude's like, "No, dude. This is the golden goose, we gotta leave him alone." And it was hilarious. And then, like, sadly, then it happens in Saudi Arabia in that horrible match against The Undertaker where, like, he hits the post the same way, and The Undertaker should have known that he was, like, knocked about unconscious, and then, like, doing the jackhammer where he almost, like, breaks The Undertaker's neck. Like, it was insane. He barely gets him over. And it's just like, when you think about stuff like that, and you think about the fact that he concussed one of the best wrestlers of all time, it's just like, you think about Karma, he never really learned anything. He claimed he was going to learn something. We're talking about the dude that would stand in the middle of some sparklers and inhale all the smoke. And just blow it out so he could look like a big dragon. We're also talking about the dude that would just headbutt a locker on his way out the ring and give him something a concussion on the way to the ring like an idiot. But yeah, I digress. William Goldberg. How about Bret Hart being bitter? I guess I'm bitter for Bret Hart too.
Hey, I appreciate you, Skippy. Thank you for stopping by, man. Definitely happy to see you more often, and I'm glad that you've been locking it down at your place, and thank you so much for everything you do, dude. Yeah, man, like I said, Jack, I'm going to be on until I get to the 3,400th win, and then there'll be a break, about a 90-minute break, and then we'll be on for that Council Crasher stream.
Yeah, I don't know when that's gonna be. That's definitely up to Bray. This is the 999th video. We have they're like backed up and the uploading. Like, two of them are backed up. Or one of them they were processing. We had some bullshit or whatever in there, something that we probably started and stuff or whatever, but yeah, for all intents and purposes, whatever you guys are voting on is the 1000th video. By the time it all settles, the dust all settles or whatever. I wasn't sure I was gonna keep my streak with Pac-Man going today. It was looking really rough, man. I had to pull out all the stops to get it going because it was just some negligence on my part, not remembering when memberships were due and knowing that PlayStation's memberships, when they say it expires, that means it's the moment the next day crests, not the end of it. Internet told me it was like this. It was like whatever time of the day is when it was when you subscribed. That's when it would go off. So I thought it was something I did later, not rolled over and all that crap. So this is the 999th, we'll say, because like it has to upload. It has to go through the uploading one before it says it counts. I think. I don't know, dude. We look at YouTube through so many different things. I have YouTube Studio. I look through it on like the app, just through our subscriber thing. Then it appears differently on mobile. Sometimes it's not calibrated from looking at it from like a fan perspective versus looking at it through my studio page. Some of those informations lag through analytics. Channel surfing, I'm pretty proud of the channel surfing Nintendo video though. That's only 55 minutes. If you want to watch somebody in an interesting way beat the first 3 Mario games and you don't see a game over screen either. Yes, Jack Gaming, yes it is. Ha 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 ha, that was awesome. Oops. Nine more to go. Yeah, like I've shown like racks of lower quality wins, and it's just not fun for me just to be like, oh, I can play more games. Just lose it on purpose as soon as I can so I can get another win, and you barely get any ratings points, and that's all that really matters is your ratings points. there we are, sitting there, 30 or 99,000 higher than the next highest person. We did the math, which is a crazy thing. 99,000 divided by 75 points puts us 1,320 games ahead in games points. In games wise. And if you were only able to do 12 of those an hour, which is, if there's bots, that's how you can do is 12 an hour. Puts us 110 hours ahead. And if you divide that by 24 hours a day, it means we're 410 hours. So we're 4 days, 4.5 days ahead of our next highest rival. So 4.5 days, 4.58 days of continuous play. They would have to play 4.58 days in a row without sleep, and I would not be able to play at all, and then they would take the lead. Is what that means? So when you're looking at the global #1 ranked champion of Pac-Man Megatonal Battle Chomp Champs, we are the Chomp champ, the Vid-Bits. And I did it for the Vid-Bits Fun Club, the Vid-Bits Arcade people that are our members. I told them I was going to do it. I was going to do it for them. We were 8 days behind the people that had early access to the game. They were already hundreds of wins ahead. We've been kicked off the leaderboard over and over again after we got the championship. We've survived insurmountable odds, and now we are on our way to making history again by having 4,000 wins on July 4th, which is going to be 600 more in the next 5 days. Tell your friends. Staying tuned to Vid-Bits for the Pac-Man this week. And then we will be lightening the Pac-Man load on the Vid-Bits down to 1 show a day, and you'll have to watch POPSPLAYS to see any other Pac-Man content for this game. There will be other Pac-Man content. We got lots of more Pac-Man stuffs to do. Other things I can do. All about Nintendo World Championships 2024. Or if you want to see my fastest speedrun of Legend of Zelda, you can check out the description of the video right now, and it should be a link in the description. It should be my fastest current time, which I beat my previous fastest time of 67 minutes for the first time in almost 9 or so years. Within the last couple of weeks, I've beaten it a couple times now, but that run is my current best run. Working on another run right now that's a little bit better. 8 more to go. Yeah. User data. Contact us, eh? Huh. Here's a number that here's a place I should have reported issues in the game. Oops. I'll say oopsies. Thought I got it. Jeez, that was crazy. Where the hell did he come from? Seven more. I need 4 more trophies, and unfortunately I've heard one of them I'm probably never going to get. So that means 2 of them I would never get if that's the case. I got all the tier 1, all the tier 2. I know I'll get the 50 elimination games, that's one I'll get for sure. I'll get the 100,000 whip sets for sure. But the hidden trophy is you have to own 10 mazes in elimination mode, so that's just going to have to be when the game is super populated. You have to be super duper populated for that to happen, and if not, then I'll never get the overachiever one, which is get everything else, so it is what it is. I've let it go already, and I'm okay with it. It's just, if you guys were wondering where the achievements were, I'm pretty close to having all of them. Oh man, I'm coming up on 2 million dots eaten. That's sweet. That'll be a sweet stream. Hey, thanks Jack, I appreciate you, man. No worries, I appreciate you. Yeah, we'll be at, I'm sure I'll see you before 4,000 wins, but 4,000 wins won't be till July 4th, so we still got 5 days. But this stream I'll get 3,400 wins by the end of this stream, but I appreciate you, Jack. Thank you so much for stopping by, buddy. Appreciate you.
It's all good. I knew you meant that.
It's funny, Space. I was just thinking about you. Look, I just literally scrolled to your name. Don't apologize. Just hanging out for a couple more dubs and get the even 3,400 and call it for this stream. Me and Bray will be back with either Castle Crashers or Battle Block Theater about 1:30, 1:45 a.m. EST as our 1000th video. Thanks for voting. Appreciate that. One more game.
Bonus circle, I wanted to look at the bonus circle. Bonus circle. Bonus circle. Uh-oh. Oop, there we go. Alright, guys. 3,400 wins to end the stream, so that was 24 for you guys. I had a couple low replacements, but other than that, that'll be the end of this day 6 with 6 days, so there'll be 5 days left for 600 wins, guys. It's going to get close. It's going to get down to the wire. It's going to be long days, but I'm going to get them in, and it's going to be great. 4th of July, we'll see that 4,000 win mark, but until then, stick around to the Vid-Bits as I continue to climb towards that and all the other content that we have on the channel, which is a lot of amazing stuff. Ray playing Elden Ring, and then I got been playing some NES stuff in preparation for the Nintendo World Championships 2024. A little bit of Prison City here and there, some other projects. Ray's been doing some Red Dead, but yeah, we got some other stuff, Hollow Knight and all that. Please hang out with us for those other things, and there's plenty of other stuff on the channel as we approach our 1,000th video. So if you have not voted, please jump on there. Also, feel free to jump on the POPSPLAYS channel. That's where all the Pac-Man content will be going. Just click on POPSPLAYS and then subscribe there, and that's where Pac-Man will be predominantly at after the 4th of July, besides the Sports Center type show that'll be on the Vid-Bits daily, but will not be nearly as long or lengthy like this though. But we really appreciate you guys, and it's been Brian from the Vid-Bits, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.